Happy first week of April. Let's talk about the cards that came out for the week. The Hermit, he already made an appearance around the month, so I wasn't surprised to see him. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, a lot of money cards, and the Nine of Pentacles. A message of 9-9 in here. The message for this week is crystal clear, and we are going to talk about it so you can just walk right through it and pull all this goodness that is coming in without holding yourself up this week. Now, the Hermit. In tarot, he represents a mystical, wise soul. It's accolades to how far you have come. A beautiful card. He's wise, he's mystic. We see him come out when you're doing enlightenment work, soul growth work. You're on that journey. Whatever it is, you're lining up with yourself, you're finding your purpose, you're on the right path, and you've done a lot of work. And now you just need to gain a little bit more insight. Maybe there's some books you really want to have time to dive into. Maybe there's certain people that you follow and you want to have more time to watch them or hear lectures. That's this card. Whatever you want to do around that, give yourself time to do it because you need to. Honor yourself. Don't feel bad about wanting to spend some time alone for yourself. You need to, and you are going to gain some massive insight that's just going to catapult you towards what's coming in. Let's talk about this crystal clear message. There are a few others, but this is the message. We have 9-9 in here, first of all. And with this Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, which has been coming out a lot, it means that you make this progress, then you fall back down. You make the progress, you start spinning in the mud. Frustration comes with double nines. Nines are beautiful because it means you're overcoming something. And then you go to the tens, and that's when you start to see things happening in your life that you've prayed for, manifested. You're reaching goals. But there's a hiccup here. With this nine, this means you're playing out worst case scenarios. You're worried about something. You sit up at night when you're supposed to be going to sleep and you're thinking about all these horrible things. Your self-worth is taking a hit. You're being critical. Nothing with this card is true. It's not going to happen. Nothing bad that you're thinking about is going to happen. It's just you entertaining these dark thoughts. And that is what is holding you up with the 9-9. Why I say a money block is in here. You see all these financial cards? Here's this repeating pattern with the infinity sign. You repeat something around your finances. That's what this is. And they're saying it's darker thoughts, fear-based thoughts. You clutch your money. You don't take opportunities that require you to change anything because you're too afraid. And look at this. The universe is like, oh no, here, we got it. We're ready to reward you. On a lighter note, just around the week, you could see a bonus, a raise, something like that. It is coming in. I've told you, many of you are going to see all these gains around your finances. But right now, you're going back and forth. It's push-pull, and you're not making it anywhere because you're clutching and you're repeating something. Now, self-limiting beliefs, a money block. What I mean by that, this is something you may have written in your subconscious around ideas with money or worth around money. Maybe you don't think you deserve it. Whatever it is, it can be hard to get in there and really figure it out. But something is limiting you. Fear is coming up around it, unworthiness, and the universe is like, no, 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 here it is. We have it all for you, but you're spinning in the mud. What you can do about this, it's so simple. I've said this before. Every video I put up in the description, I have my favorite people on here. They offer healing frequencies, meditation, sleep subliminals. If you follow me, I can't preach about those enough. But what I would recommend is you look into the sleep subliminals. Try it for 30 days. Make it a priority. Say to yourself, every night I'm going to go to bed with this. First of all, you're going to get yourself out of this because every time you go to sleep in this fear based mode, you're going to have terrible dreams. You're going to wake up in the morning. You're going to feel horrible. You're going to feel anxious. And eventually, you're going to make this a self fulfilling prophecy, what you've been thinking about. And you don't want to do that. Go to bed with those sleep subliminals. They will help remove these limiting beliefs, these limiting blocks you may have written in your subconscious. Now, your subconscious is where your story is written. Something in there in these cards, if it resonates, talks about you holding on to something negative around money. You don't deserve it. You're not good enough for it. Scarcity around it. And what you need to do, buy a headset, use earbuds, whatever, but you have to listen with some type of a headset. Go to bed with hopefully one of the people I put up because I love them. I think they are phenomenal. And watch your life change. You're going to release that limiting belief. That's what your subconscious, it's how you tap into your subconscious is through meditation. When you start to fall asleep, you tap into that subconscious where you really hold on to the story of you. You can do it through prayer, you can do it with meditation, you can do it with yoga. There are a lot of ways to access it, but one of the easiest ways is you start to tap into it when you're drifting off to sleep. If any of you read Neville Goddard, he talks about this so much, how he used this to pull in everything in his life, how he used it to manifest the love of his life, how he used that to really change the lives of other people. He would take a nap during the day and he would see it already done. He would visualize it, but he understood the power of tapping into that subconscious mind when you just start to drift off to sleep. I'm telling you, it's powerful and it will change your life and it will help you release these limiting blocks that you may be holding on to. And if you don't like the idea of sleep subliminals, there are other resources that I put up there, people just for you to look into, where you could listen to some healing frequencies or anything like that. There are other ways to get rid of this. I mean, we could entertain some other ideas, acupuncture, Reiki healing. There is also cranial sacral therapy. All these things that just can really loosen up that block because when I looked at these cards, I definitely see blocks around money with you. And when we hold on to things like that, it's like a garden hose. And if you bend it, the water is stuck. The energy doesn't flow, water doesn't flow. And when you release it, everything starts to pour in. The energy is there, everything is free flowing. And that's why it is so important to really tap into that subconscious when you see things like this and you keep falling or your mindset gets in the way and it will just do amazing things for you in your life. So look in the description, just entertain the idea of looking at those people. They offer way more than sleep subliminals. There are a few that just do the subliminals, but they also offer other things that you can practice. And then just people that I follow that I think are amazing on YouTube on this spiritual journey and really helping you find yourself. Okay, I'm done talking about it. I know, but it's so easy. And I see this and I'm like, oh, I want you to have this. The universe wants you to have this. It's right there. Right there. You deserve this. And I mean, this is all that's stopping you, this repeating pattern. Now, also for the week, this shows you as being a multitasker. You're doing a lot of stuff, you're balancing things. People expect a lot of you. And that's why it's so important for you to start making yourself more of a priority. You're going to handle everything with grace, but don't compromise yourself. Give yourself that hour every day, even 30 minutes, to do what it is that you're being pulled to do, because I promise you it's going to have a big payout for you. This 9-9, you are almost there, right there. The universe is going to give this to you, but something is holding you up that you have to overcome. I think it's a money block, it's a limiting belief. Now, if the money aspect does not resonate with you and you're like, no, I don't have that problem, you may just be resisting something in general with this four. You've been asking for something, you've set goals, you want to pull something into your life. And the universe is like, oh, yes, yes, we're going to do that. We got you covered. But it never is going to look the way you thought it was going to look coming in. And you might not like the change that's there. If you want change, you have to be willing to change. You can't sit there and clutch everything because you're too afraid to move and expect this massive change to come into your life. It's going to look different than what you thought. But the universe is like, hey, we got you. We just got to push some of this stuff out of the way. You got to be willing to open up this door, and we're going to bring you right to what you're asking for. So you may be holding yourself up because you're afraid. You also could be holding on to some emotional junk. And this is a very simple fix. It tells you just go vent to a good friend, a family member. You just need to hash some stuff out, and you're going to release with this card because I call it my constipation card, and you're just going to move forward. Sometimes we just need to dump and then we just go forward. But please remember what I'm telling you about these money blocks, because I want you to have all this. The universe is trying to give it to you. And it looks like you're being really hard on yourself, but there's something there with money, finances, your worth that you've been doing over and over again. And that's probably why you start going forward and things get good, and then boom, you fall. And it's just the same process over and over again. And you don't understand why. And it's self limiting beliefs. Our conscious mind is 5%. That's what we use every day, how we go through our day. Our subconscious mind is 95%. If that tells you anything about how much power is held there in the subconscious mind. And the way you can tap into it is the ways that I've already told you, and you'll make major change, and you're just going to catapult yourself forward, and the universe is going to bless you, reward you. You could receive something, maybe a promotion is coming in. You are coming into just this solid position with this. She lives a life of luxury. This is a number 9. It's independence, confidence, everything good with this card. So be aware of what you're holding on to, and maybe through the soul searching this month, you will figure out more about yourself. Honor yourself this month. Give yourself 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, even if it's 15 minutes. Give it to yourself. Do that alone time. Whatever you want to do in that time is your business. But what you are pulled to is what's going to help you really move forward fast. You have come a long way. That's this Hermit card. Give yourself a pat on the back. A very spiritual card. He's very much in alignment with himself. He's independent. It's just such a mystical, beautiful card to me. You're growing, things are coming in. It is going to be a fabulous week. Just please entertain those ideas around the healing frequencies and subliminals. Have a great week, everyone.